Ever since I first played Super Mario World back in the day, I've been a huge fan of the Mario series. Almost 2 weeks ago I released my top 5 Mario RPGs, which I recommend you watch. Today I'm going to discuss my top 5 Super Mario platformers. So let's hop right in. After Super Mario 3D Land left a foul taste in my mouth, I couldn't help but be skeptical of its sequel, Super Mario 3D World. But as more information was revealed about the game, I found myself anticipating it. If I had to convert 2D Mario into a 3D game, this would definitely be the perfect way to do it. The multiplayer is quite fun, with 4 players running around as Mario, Luigi, Peach, Blue Toad, or Rosalina, who's unlocked soon after completing the main story. The first few worlds might appear rather generic, but later worlds, such as World Bowser, are brimming with originality. I also love how Peach isn't kidnapped this time around. My only gripes, apart from the whole flagpole thing, are that the story is still virtually non-existent and there's literally no character dialogue throughout the whole game. Which gets especially awkward when you consider the scene where you meet Rosalina, since in the Mario Galaxy game she was basically a calm, wise space goddess, and now she just romps around with the other characters and never says a word. But again, I think Mario 3D World perfected the 3D flagpole style. There really isn't much more they could have done with it, aside from giving it an existent story like Mario Galaxy. It was a huge step up from 3D Land, and I believe it's worthy of number 5 spot on this list. If you liked the original Super Mario Galaxy, chances are you wanted more. And Nintendo delivered with Super Mario Galaxy 2. It had a considerably lighter story, but the levels are just as imaginative and fun as the first game. One thing I love about Galaxy 2 is that not only does it have double the stars to collect, but also adds Yoshi, more power-ups, and a throwback level to Super Mario 64, appropriately named Throwback Galaxy. Yoshi even alters the music while riding him, much like in Super Mario World and Super Mario Sunshine. Every rose has its thorns, however, and this game is no exception. The final Bowser battle is so easy a child could beat it on the first try. Very anticlimactic for the finale to an epic space adventure. Also, many of the levels recycle themes from the first Mario Galaxy. Not necessarily a bad thing, however, since it also introduces plenty of new ideas and mechanics. The only reason this game isn't higher on my list is because it feels more like DLC for Super Mario Galaxy than its own game. There have been instances when I recall something and cannot remember whether it was in Galaxy 1 or 2. Regardless, it's still an excellent game, like most Mario platformers. I haven't actually played the original on the SNES, but the Game Boy Advance remake of Super Mario World was actually my first introduction to the Mario series, so naturally I have tons of nostalgia for this game. It did take some getting used to, as my only gaming experience prior was from various SpongeBob GBA games, but I enjoyed every bit of it. The graphics looked so colorful compared to what I was used to. It truly felt like an adventure, and whenever I grab it to play now, it still holds up in my opinion. The world map is vast and full of secret paths. I could replay each level multiple times, searching every nook and cranny for alternate exits. The special world presents a great challenge, especially the infamous level Tubular. The game introduced the Koopa Clown car, which Bowser flies around in during the final battle. More importantly, Yoshi was also introduced in this game. Hatching from an egg, this little green dino would eat any enemy in his path and could use various abilities depending on the Koopa shell he ate. Super Mario World is easily my favorite 2D Mario platformer. From colored Yoshi abilities to the final Bowser battle to the Star Road, this game stands far above any of the new Super Mario Bros. Games. If only Nintendo would return 2D Mario to its former glory. Imagine all the fun of Super Mario 64 multiplied into an adventure of galactic proportions. That's basically what Super Mario Galaxy is. I first played it on a Walmart demo Wii, and having never played Super Mario Sunshine at the time, it felt like a true sequel to Mario 64. Mario was finally going large scale, and it was glorious. The Wii itself felt revolutionary to gaming, and Mario Galaxy was the reason behind that, at least for me. The opening cutscene could be seen as a throwback to the original Paper Mario. This time, several airships and a UFO lifted Peach's castle into space, and Bowser sounded like a galactic monster king. He was a real threat for once, not to be taken lightly. Mario was able to catch a ride on the flying castle, but not for long. Kamek used a spell to send the plumber flying off into the darkness of space, where he eventually finds a comet observatory run by the space goddess Rosalina, who makes her debut in this game. It takes the star collecting mechanic from Mario 64 to a whole new level. However, it is more linear than its two predecessors. Regardless, the new mechanics introduced in Galaxy were very innovative. They included running around planetoids with special gravity, spinning to launch into space, and collecting star bits to help the star creatures known as Lumas form new galaxies for you to explore. While in my opinion it's not as difficult as Super Mario Sunshine, Galaxy offers quite a few challenging levels such as the Trial Galaxies. But the final galaxy, unlocked after you clear the game 100% with both Mario and Luigi, is actually the easiest level in the game. I won't spoil any more of it, but it's definitely a great reward for all your hard work at clearing the game. It was very difficult deciding between first and second place. They're both games that hold a special place in my heart, but after lots of thinking, I decided to rank Super Mario 64 as my #1 Super Mario game. It's one of the few instances where I don't mind the simple story at all. While Super Mario World was technically my first Mario game, it was Mario 64 that gave a huge boost to my interest in the series. My first ever 3D game, Super Mario 64 felt like a whole new world to discover. Exploring Peach's castle and the painting worlds were such a fond experience, and beating Mario 64 for the first time felt like the end of an era. It was also remade on the DS in 2004, adding Luigi, Wario, and Yoshi as playable characters, and having 30 extra stars to collect. It nearly perfected the classic that is Super Mario 64, except for one glaring exclusion.
Everybody cheating!
Anyway, Mario 64 gave way to a whole new era of gaming, and I wish it got a proper sequel. Perhaps we will see a sequel one day, but who knows. One thing is for certain, Mario 64 still holds up today. No other game has ever been quite like it. Yes, there are some games I like more, such as a few of the RPGs, but there's no denying Super Mario 64 is a truly amazing game. After defeating Bowser and clearing the game, players are rewarded with what is in my opinion one of the best pieces of music in the whole franchise. That's not the end of the game. After playing every single stage and gathering all 120 Power Stars, another special surprise awaits you on top of Princess Peach's castle. If you've never played this game, you need to fix that problem right now. If you don't have a Nintendo 64, it's on the Wii Virtual Console, and the DS version can be played on a Nintendo 3DS. I recommend both, as together they form one of the biggest masterpieces in Nintendo history. As you can see, Mario platformers are generally very polished games, and I love nearly all of them. Of course, there are some subpar ones, but hey, every series has its stinkers, you know. And that's that. Stay tuned, subscribe if you like this video, and be sure to list your top 5 Mario platformers in the comments below. Peace out, guys.